We're live.
Okay, we're live. We're live. I think. Oh yeah, the broadcast is live.
We're doing live.
Stop talking, Damien. We're already late because of me.
But you're still talking.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know we all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row crowd.
What's shaking, bacon? It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin, the Capital Region's best kept secret, the world's greatest hater, and the leader of the debate show, the Don, Chaz Evans. And you're checking out the hottest debate show in all of pro wrestling. It is Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce to you my friends. And introducing first, he comes in at a stagnant 300 and dog pounds. All right. Hailing from, all right, the dog kennel from Scott's. Where is it? Where are you from again, bro?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bluff? Is it Bluff? Is it Bluff? Scott's Bluff? Scott's Bluff.
Yes, Scott's Bluff.
Okay, Scott from the dog kennel of Scotts Bluff, Arizona. He is the landlord of the dog pound. He is the big dog, the red dog, Cliff Miller.
Yeah, it's me, the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and a man currently with like a real big scratch on his eye. But you know, it is what it is at that point. Because
it wasn't from his wrestling match yesterday.
I was like, because of giants in this business, eye gouging to get victories. That's why I have this thing. So
What?
It is what it is.
Did you get in a fight in the parking lot then that I missed?
It was at a different promotion. Remember, I wrestled back-to-back days.
Oh, right. You did wrestle Friday. But you didn't look
Yeah,
like you
I did.
on Saturday.
Yo, man, you are so bad at kayfabe. I fucking hate this guy.
Wow, he just like totally.
This guy
just
throwing all
blowing
this
your
shade
cover.
out here. Yeah. Yeah, just throwing it all out there. I cannot
Wow,
believe
it's
this.
Chaz, shut up.
I thought you were totally going to go with it. Nah. He's not a real dog.
He's
He's not a. Somebody has to do that to you.
you are just still dirty. It should have. I can understand if it was me, but I'm just over here being quiet, and you just.
Oh no! Seriously, Cliff, someone has
Oh.
to do that to you. You go and
What?
just. You know he's not a real dog,
He's not a real dog.
and you just gotta go. "Oh, I'm not.
Breaking kayfabe.
Yes, and that's how you exactly respond to. And then you come back with the what you call it with like the dude. That's when you do the gun spot right afterwards. Making kayfabe. Pew pew pew. All right. Anyway, I got your intro, Damien. Here we go.
Oh,
And
God.
now, from the scariest corner in your grandma's basement, weigh in at a solid 1,300 and dark souls. He is the man that will rip your heart out, shove it on the ground, and still make you do his homework. He is the Dark Lord himself, Damien Fatal.
Why you make it sound like I'm in high school?
No.
You make me sound like a bully in high school.
That's not. You did have somebody do your homework in high school. I know you did. I know
No. Actually, I didn't because I was actually a very intelligent person. I did not need anybody to do my homework.
Well, excuse me. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm a smart supervillain. I'm a smart Dark Lord.
Ah, gotcha. So
Yeah. You gotta stay ahead of the game.
makes sense. That's why you're actually Master Xehanort, because you know that old man had He had a real contingency plan.
Oh my gosh.
Look, there's always a plan B.
That man had plan A, B, C, D.
Look, you know how I roll.
And then all the plans ended up being all the plans was all just one plan. And then he goes, "Ha! I knew you would fool my plan. Eat it every time. I knew I wouldn't get Sora, but I got enough of his memories." Like, man. Anyway,
always a backup for the backup, buddy. Backup for the backup.
If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, on YouTube. If you are watching us live right now on Facebook Live right now, definitely give us a like, share this out to your friends, but also follow us on your favorite social media platforms, whether that's Twitter, 3count_pod, and 3countpod for everything else, Instagram, TikTok. Like us also on Facebook, our Facebook page, The 3Count Podcast. And here we go. It has been signed. The 3Count Podcast is coming to For Your Wear. I just broke the news before everybody else, but coming very, very, very soon. 3Count Podcast merch will be on For Your Wear, so be on the lookout on our socials to find out when that drops. So make sure you get something from our Pro Wrestling Tee shop, because guess what? It's coming down. You got to the end of the week, and I'm closing it. I'm going to send the email, and I'm going to say, take my crap off.
Take my crap off.
Wow.
So, definitely buy a shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees /3countpod, because at the end of the week, it ain't going to be there no more. And it will be exclusively on For Your Wear. Also, make sure you, follow us on our podcast. Like us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, podcast.com, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast fancy on. Make sure you subscribe to us. There. And for Apple Podcasts, off the top of the Elimination Chamber, because it just happened, give me a 5-star Frog Splash review. Let's start with Temp Check.
Yeah, let's start with Temp Check, because we have no other shows.
Oh, yeah. Now into the ring. That show.
Hey,
I'm tired. I am tired. That nap did nothing for me.
Man, you got a nap, and then I still went to training.
Yeah. Still, I mean, you should have. If that was the case, then you should have took lead. This could have been Cliff and Friends today.
Yeah, but Chaz, it's the ego side of Chaz. He's like Vince McMahon. He's like, we'll do it live, brother. I'll take it over. I don't care. I've only had 30 minutes of sleep. Anyway, so what's going on with Now Entering the Ring? We do have an episode coming out for you this Tuesday. It will be incredible. It is a part of World's Finest Wrestling that you can find out in Indiana with the promoter, the founder, the booker himself, Keith Miller. Be on the lookout. It's going to be coming out on Tuesday at 9 a.m. You can find it on YouTube. You can also find it on anchor.fm, or you can find it on Spotify. So be on the lookout. It will be out. It'll be an awesome interview for you guys to listen to.
Jake Paul lost?
Spoilers. Some of us haven't watched the fight yet. Thanks, bro.
Sorry.
Never mind. Now I don't want to watch it.
I got the text message, and I didn't know what happened already.
Bro,
well, you just ruined stuff.
I'm gonna roll today. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, you are.
I don't even want to. Great, man. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna tell me that the Eagles lost the Super Bowl.
So with that being said, temp check, right? Temp check. I think we're there. And then temp check. So for those who don't know, temp check. That man, Red Dog. What is temp check? I don't know what's going on. What are we doing?
Yo, all right. So
hottest cold wrestler, right?
Yeah. Hottest wrestler and coldest wrestler of the week.
Yeah, that thing. What it go?
This guy out here. What the hell happened?
Oh, man.
I'm over here like, wow. My man really lost himself. Hey, I'm just gonna need you to do me a favor. Put the booze down. Okay?
Yeah, put something down.
All right, here we go. Temp check. All right, temp check. For those who don't know,
quit smoking the run.
Hottest and the coldest wrestler of the week. All right, Cliff, Red Dog, who you got? Temp check.
All right. Hottest wrestler of the week. It probably goes without saying because this man cuts killer promos and he's putting on some pretty good matches as well as having a lot of fun behind the scenes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna lean one way and say Cody Rhodes.
Okay. I thought you said good promo. I instantly thought of somebody else, and I was like, "What?" Who you got, Damien? Temp check.
My hottest.
Yep, your hottest.
Yeah, I have to agree with him, Cody. Like Cody's kind of been on the what's standing out this week.
I am.
Damn.
I'm going to go the opposite route.
Right.
I would say Cody, but I'm gonna go with Sammy this week. The ending, no, the ending, but SmackDown this past Friday when Jay came back and he just stood there.
Yeah.
Sammy, like I'm really loving the way this slow burn of us getting to WrestleMania and having the Usos versus KO and Sammy. This slow burn is really well because it makes you really think like, wait, is Jay really about to like leave his brother?
Right.
So, I'm actually, you know what? I'm not even going to say. I want to change that actually, not just Sammy. I just want to put the Usos and Sammy all together because I think that you don't have that segment without the other. So I want to go. I'm going to give those three definitely the hottest wrestler for the first time. We get three wrestlers get the hottest wrestler going into the week. Coldest wrestler. My coldest wrestler of the week is Evil Uno, and we'll talk about that later.
Okay,
you already know mine.
Chris Jericho. Okay.
He's like,
Yeah, that ain't changing. No time soon.
He brought the pen back. He was like, and I was like, oh, yay.
Yeah, you know
only
why he
person
did
I know
that?
that gets that reaction.
Yeah, you know why he did.
The only guy.
Yeah, you know why he did that? Because he's still holding on. He needs to let go.
That's not true.
No, dude. Just go back to being the cover band. He needs to go back to being no.
He barely does his old shtick a lot of times.
No, he needs to stop. Stop.
Okay.
Somebody needs to hit him on the nose with a newspaper.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you guys that my coldest wrestler of the week is actually Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
I'm not even like being disagreed with. Like I had just saw the comment before I said it, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird because like to me, right? And I'm gonna keep putting up comments up so if you guys wonder what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually taking care of the computer on that side, but it's weird to me, man, because like after what happened with Elimination Chamber and that match with Bobby Lashley, like he obviously like he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it just was weird. Like the ending fell flat. Then all of a sudden here he is not. He's not like no real kind of like say so. We're just leading up to, and then they even like Omos was like, yo, I want to challenge Brock, and it's like, bro, like what? Like this is crazy. Like, nah, man, this is all just hot ass garbage. Like all of it. Like I can't be excited for a match. Like I'm just like this is all like, and Omos right is gonna get the rub. Like just mentioning Brock and then if they have their match, but to me, I'm just like, God bless, man. Like poor.
I don't
want
to see that. I don't want to see that. He pissed in somebody's coffee.
He had to have. He
pissed in somebody's coffee. I'm surprised he's okay with this. No, you know what? No, he's doing a favor for somebody. He did something and he doesn't want to get caught and they know something. He getting blackmailed. That's what it is. He getting blackmailed. There is no way he is okay with this.
You can't.
There's no way.
This man is at the top of the card and he's competing against like Bobby Lashley, right? And Bobby Lashley coming off the world title run, right? And he's been like competitive and he's like in the upper echelon plus winning the US championship. Like he's like in that prize fighter type mentality. And then you bring in Brock and they had like a really good first match. And like the second match, it was meh. And the third match has really been meh. But then like all of a sudden you're like, hey, Brock, you know what? You know what I think? You should face Brock in the ring at WrestleMania, and it'll be great. And then after that, at SummerSlam, we'll have you against the rest of the Hurt Business. Like, I'm just like, this isn't good. This isn't good at all.
Man,
hate
him
it.
facing
I hate it.
Omos is like a Sunday Night Heat at best,
Oh
or
my
Superstars.
God.
They don't make Sunday Night Heat anymore. My
No,
fault.
let me get
Superstars.
velocity.
Velocity. Shotgun Saturday Night.
I don't know about that
Oh
one.
man.
I was with you till you said that one. I was like, oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, you don't know that one?
I don't. I'm
Oh, that one.
96, Damien, 96.
Oh, okay. So they had one good match. I really wasn't. And it was Undertaker versus.
WWF.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
like Undertaker versus Hunter, and Hunter got tombstoned on the escalator.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got tombstone on a moving escalator. I was
Wait,
like,
so
oh, his hair's gonna get caught.
It was in a mall?
No, it's at a subway station. They did a makeshift
yeah.
match in a subway station set up in New York. In New York.
Is this on Peacock?
No, it might be. No, like I'm talking like there was like they didn't have any permits. They just set the fucking ring up and had a fucking match in the middle of the fucking subway.
Yeah.
I shit
That
you
was the
not.
thing.
I shit you not.
Oh,
Like the
Yo, was
beginnings
this-
of that show was wild.
wow.
Can someone also tell me, was this like a Taboo Tuesday thing where like fans got to pick like the opponent for Brock and they all like unanimously selected Omos?
I feel like that just somebody did something.
Was it rigged? Was it rigged so that even if you put in like, let's just say like they picked 3 people, like Brock Lesnar gets to face 3 people. Who do you want to see him compete with? Seth Rollins, Omos, and Montez Ford. And no matter if you chose Montez Ford or Seth Rollins, it just chose Omos. So like 96% of the people got like, what kind of cruel ass joke is this? Like, yo, I can't get over that. That's how bad like it fell for Brock right now. I'm like, bruh, like I'm not even saying like Omos. So we had a comment in that said like Johnny Gonzalez is better than Omos. I don't think so. I like Omos, but it's just at this point in time in his career against Brock, bruh, we try to bury people. Like, what? No, man. Like,
it'll be good for Omos, but it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna do anything for Brock.
It's not, because if he beats him, okay, so he beat a big guy. Not that we haven't seen a million times, but if he loses, it's like, bruh, you just lost.
You lost to Omos.
You lost to Omos. Bobby Lashley beat that man too.
That's true. That's true. That is true. All right. Let's go into our first debate topic. All right. So it was reported that WWE was heavily protecting Cody Rhodes on his promo this week. If you notice, remember from the promo, Cody came in, he didn't get a word out. Paul immediately interrupted him, and that's how the promo exchange started. So it was reported that WWE did that to, keep the crowd at bay because they were worried, that the crowd might hijack the show and get Sammy Chance going. So the debate. Shut up, Cliff. Shut up. So the debate topic is: should WWE continue to control the crowd during Cody's segments on the lead up to WrestleMania? We'll start with you, Cliff.
Hell no. We had this debate last week. Hell no. This should not be a thing, man. Like, I get it, right? You want the people to want Cody Rhodes to be in the main event, right? I get it. I 100% do. And I 100% agree that should be the main event, right? A main event of night 2 should be Cody versus Roman. Okay, makes sense. I agree. Okay, but the fans want Sammy. They have been cheering for this man ridiculously since October. And while you gave him the match at the Elimination Chamber, and it was a great match, an amazing match at that, like the fans still want Sammy. It's like that's not gonna work. Like you did this whole thing for Daniel Bryan, right? And then the Yes Movement took over, and you had to acknowledge Daniel Bryan. Like you had to say, "Hey, man, like the crowd wants him. We gotta give the crowd what they want." Then you have this situation with Kofi, right? Kofi Mania explodes, right? And now you have these fans who want Kofi to win the title. And guess what? You have to give them what they want. It's the same thing that's happening right now with Sammy. Sammy is over organically with the crowd. And you mean to tell me that at best you're going to be like, hey, man, sorry, we're going to go ahead and still go with Cody. Like, I get it. I 100% agree. Right now, it's Cody's time to shine. But I cannot be like, hey, we got to temper expectations and like, we'll do whatever we can to stop the crowd from cheering for Sami Zayn at all. I'm not with it.
Go ahead, Damien.
Okay, hold on. So is this report allegedly or factual, first of all?
It's pretty factual.
Yeah.
Pretty factual?
Yeah.
They pretty much tried to cut it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious because that will kind of sway my answer. I mean, no, kind of gotta let the crowd be the crowd. Like at the end of the day, kind of is what it is. I will say though, the way they did it was kind of slick though. I got to give them credit. I mean, like that was slick as shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't know if they can keep on being slick about it. I mean, hey, yo, do your thing, boo boo. WWE, do what you got to do. Raise your main event.
The funny thing is that's my take too on it, Damien. That's how I feel. I'm like, I don't think they should control the crowd. I agree with you as the crowd, let the crowd be the crowd. You know, they paid the money to get there, but it was slick. If the thing is, if this report hadn't came out, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was slick.
It was. It was.
Like on second thought, you wouldn't even think that. Oh, they did that just cause So like, I mean,
it made the promo better. I ain't gonna lie.
So. It was a little flat, as far as because I get it because like we went straight into the segment, but it worked. Like Paul, they just got through Elimination Chamber and whatnot, and like Paul's like, listen, all right, now that we got Sammy out the way, listen, motherfucker, right? you don't get to talk, okay? The tribal chief sends a message, it worked. Like, as long as they slick and it's not egregious.
But it's also a thing where Cody is the kind of performer that like he will give the crowd what they're looking for as far as like wanting to cheer for Sammy, and then use that to like continue to grow his feud with Roman, right? Because that's what Cody does.
Well, exactly.
Cody's a great you couldn't plan it any better, right? With who you have right now at WrestleMania, right? Because hey, let's be real, like Cody is like one of the greatest promo artists currently, right? Yeah. And I would even go as far back and say in the last like 10 years, 15 years, maybe the best of all time. And people will be like, well, CM Punk in the pipe bomb. Cool. You can have your pipe bomb. But the thing is Cody consistently has hit more than he has missed on his promos. And it's when I look back at Cody's promo ability, it's usually the crowd, even when the crowd turns on Cody, like we have seen in AEW, thanks Light for staying on. But even when Cody had the crowd turn on him, right, he was still able to get the crowd to move back over in the direction that he wanted. and was still able to do his thing. So I think to me, I was like, it's kind of a shame on WWE that they didn't even give him that opportunity to like turn the crowd back over.
Well, I mean, he already did it. Like, what, the promo before that, or the one before that, when he had this interaction with Sammy and all that. It's just, it's not. I don't know. I don't know why they did it, but again, it was slick as fuck. And like, it made sense for what they were trying to do. It kind of made sense. So I don't know. It's one of those where it's like, you know, if this is 100% factual, and that was slick as fuck. Keep up the good work. Do what you got to do.
Then who's to say? And Cliff, who's to say that they don't do that? Who's to say that, you know, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks before WrestleMania, Cody just goes off from the bloodline, goes off and goes, "Yeah, Sammy should have beat you," or something like that, or bring in the Sammy the whole thing and all that, and the KO stuff. Who's to say that he don't do that? Pull the old like Undertaker, how he did the Triple H. You always knew that Shawn was better than you. Throw that back. They could do that and still, be able to get that Sammy reaction, because who's to say that Sammy's, won't be still intertwined in this Cody storyline? At least have his little piece in it, because he's taking over the whole bloodline. That's the goal, right? To take them all out. So he's got to put himself in there somehow. But yeah, it's slick. When I seen the report, I go, they got me. I wasn't thinking about Sammy at all.
No, and I wasn't. When I watched it, I had no thoughts of Sammy at all. And like when you said it, I was like, oh, that's why I was asking: is it factual or is this just like hearsay? So it's it's news to me, man.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Match of the week. Favorite match?
No, I ain't got one. Look. 2 matches put really bad taste in my mouth, and unfortunately, it's one from each side.
Yo, actually, I want to hear what wasn't your match of the week.
So what wasn't my match of the week was what I saw on Raw of Sammy and Baron Corbin. That was just way too long and just way too much. And then, fucking Moxley and Evil Uno. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why? And you want to hear the bad part about it is? See, this is the bad part about it. I got a play-by-play. I didn't even actually see it with my own eyes. I got a play-by-play of what was going on, and that was enough. That was enough.
Who was your play-by-play commentator?
Oh, it was Justin.
Of course, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah,
but he was being dead honest when he was telling me, and it was just it was horrible.
Well, he probably was being honest and also being dramatic as well.
Yeah,
we know how he is.
We definitely know how he is.
It was bad.
Well, yeah,
it was bad. I did not like it either. But we all know how that brother is.
Why is Moxley gotta always bleed?
Check out all of season 1 of the debate show. Okay,
really do
how bad and how extra he is.
It was bad.
It was like the first part of season 2, the first half of season 2, like when AEW really got started and getting into it. Yeah, just see how bad it was. Yes. That's the honesty that we can get from Chris Idol.
That's actually yes. Yeah, yes. He would be. Oh my God, we're going off. But anyway, yeah, it was bad. That's not your match of the week. Evil Uno. Okay.
Oh, that was horrible. Like both of those, that's the messed up part. They both were stuck in my head because they were so freaking horrible. Everything else was just like driven on. I can't even remember what the fuck happened. No clue.
Damn.
No clue. I remember all the promos. That's it. It was like my mind blocked out wrestling because of those two things.
So you just got segments. Gotcha.
It was definitely promo. It was definitely promo heavy this week.
Yeah, agreed. That would build up the Revolution, build up the Mania. The fall off of the Elimination Chamber. So, yeah, heavy on the promos. What you got, Cliff? Match of the week.
All right, so fun fact, actually, I have two of them because I actually enjoyed one, but there was one in particular that stood up above the other, right? So I'm gonna give you the one that I was at first thought because I was thinking about all the matches, and Damien and I were having this conversation. I was thinking about it, and I know we had brought it up and before we went on live, right? But I really did like Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta because it was a match of two sides, right? First, it was Wheeler Yuta trying to be like this old nice guy, like I don't want to beat up my former friend and this, that, and the other, Orange Cassidy. And then when Cesaro came out, like changed the whole dynamic of the match. And so I really liked that match. More importantly, though, this match, it wasn't even underrated. Like this match was so good, but like I feel like I don't want to say like a lot of people aren't talking about it because they are talking about this match, and we kind of let it slip on our radar by accident. But Austin Theory versus Edge,
yeah,
that match was
amazing.
that
was actually pretty good. I can't even. That's how bad.
Match.
That's how bad the Sammy and Baron Corbin thing was for me. It set the tone for me for Raw and just ruined it.
That did happen. That was. You're right.
Yeah,
that did. That started off Raw. That's why I remember it so vividly, and I forgot about Theory and Edge.
I'd agree with you on the Sammy and Corbin match. It was long and extra. I was like, okay, they're giving Sammy his moment because like he just had the match with Roman, let the crowd go, let him do his thing, and so the crowd can go crazy, so they don't worry about him later. But yeah, it was a lot. But you're right, that match, Edge and Austin Theory was the main event, and that did smack all fire.
It did.
You're right. I'm still not changing the week though.
Also, I'm gonna put this out there.
That match is fire, but I need to showcase this match.
And then the match that I want to talk about too, that I wish I would have seen because I didn't know that was happening until like literally right before we went on the air. Josh Alexander and Rich Swann had a match, by the way, at No Surrender on Impact, and I know what I needed to do after we get done with this show.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely go check that out.
Yeah,
like I want to check that out. But I fucked with both of those people. So.
Yes. All right, Chaz, what's yours?
All right, mine came out of Harvard to Grace, Maryland yesterday. Okay.
I already know.
Look, he's the GOAT. He may not agree that he's the GOAT, but he's goddamn good. All right, Il O'Neill and Christopher Andino at EWA smacked fire. Like it was really good. At the State Theater in Harvard to Grace, we were on the show as well. The Midnight Dogs, they got the dub. And Damien, did you see my the NFG?
No, I didn't get a chance to check your match yet.
Look, listen, before you leave, all right, I'll show it to you. But
I bet.
Yeah, Christopher Andino and Il O'Neill, definitely fire match. These guys had the crowd involved. Il's a national treasure. And Andino's the GOAT. So definitely when EWA drops footage of that match, definitely check out that match. Check out the entire show. The Ignorant Dog was on there, so you definitely want to check that out. Yeah. So that's my match of the week. But also now, because I totally forgot about the match, but my 1B is Austin Theory and Edge. I forgot, man. Like legit.
I did too. I legit forgot about that match. That match was fire.
Like I was like, wait, what?
Especially in that spot, man, where Austin Theory had Edge in the corner and he gives him the monkey flip, and then Edge lands on his feet, and he was just like, "Yep,
right,
that's
exactly.
normal." I was like, "Bruh, this man is almost 50 years old." He's just like, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna land on my feet." I was like, "You remember a couple decades ago, and we're gonna say a couple because it's really more like that doesn't happen." Those guys are legit flopping on their back and just selling the hell out of it. Edge over here is like 54. Flip, I got this too. It's like my man was a Canadian superhero.
All right. So we're gonna move into what grinds Damian gears. Because apparently this is our second topic. So whatever is grinding Damian's gears, we're gonna talk about. Then I have no idea what this is. So Damian?
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. Oh, okay. That's okay. All right.
And his announcement at Dynamite. And see, I think that's also what screwed me up too. It was like, all right, he's got a big announcement. Maybe he signed somebody. Hell, you know, I would have even took maybe something to do with Ring of Honor and like the TV show or something like that. You come on the air, the last segment of your big TV show, to announce a reality show that WWE already did years ago. You like, you're like you rehashing their idea to come on after Dynamite. Like that was your big. Like you could have did that on Twitter. Or at the beginning of the show, a commercial. During a break, an ad break. Could have put it on then. Tony, put the drugs down. Yo, put the drugs down and stop listening to Jericho. Because I know he's probably the one that told you this was a good idea. Yeah, go ahead and do it. It'll be amazing. Like revolutionize. Oh, God.
They could have put it in a picture-in-picture segment like they did the Dominic commercial with Nick Gage.
Right? They could have did anything but that.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Look, the drugs are starting to take over your life, Tony. Like, put the coke down. Step away from the shrooms. Maybe you should just stick to smoking weed. That's it. Like, I recommend that. But all that other stuff.
Run is what that's what episode. That's who's sponsoring this episode. Run Cannabis.
Look, I tell you, my man's went on air.
No, wait. He didn't even make. But he didn't. No, here's the thing. He didn't even make the announcement.
He put on air. You're right. He put on air.
He made Adam Cole make the announcement because he knew it was bad.
Poor Adam, and then he's like big part of it, isn't he?
He is.
He is.
He's one of the superstars. Him and him and Bray.
Yo, Total Divas 2.0.
Yeah, essentially.
That's
mixed
that's
with was it Ride Along? Isn't that the other show that they did?
Yeah, it's like,
that's what it is. It's
Total Divas and Ride Along mixed together
with a sprinkle of Breaking Ground.
But from what I've read, Breaking Ground, yeah. I think that's what it's actually going to be is something like that, like the basis of it. Because when the press release came out after he made the announcement, I read it, and it seems like what it is kind of like it's going to be it's going to reality show, but it's going to also like kind of push storylines as well, and it's like Breaking Ground with Total Divas and Ride Along all together, and like I got like Hard Knocks vibes from it. Like the NFL Hard Knocks. That's the vibe I got after reading it. Yeah, it's dumb.
I have one eye right now, and I'm like, it's wincing and not pain, but in just sure madness that we're thinking that AEW Hard Knocks is gonna be the thing. Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, Tony. Okay, I like the idea of having a Hard Knocks style type. I like that. I really do. Okay, I don't think it's last segment worthy. The last segment I should be seeing is Evil Uno's bloody face on the mat, getting his ass stomped. Because had the show ended like that, I would have been like, you know what? The show kind of ended on a fire segment. Instead, I got left with this thing that was talked about. Hey, we're doing a reality show.
Before the match, it was the last segment. What the match was, the match. What you call it was the last thing on the show. The announcer was before the match.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was.
I misremembered it.
It was the last.
I misremembered it.
Yeah, but
see, that's the only thing I could remember because the match was horrible to begin with, and then it's like, all right,
I didn't mind the match. I'm gonna be honest.
See, this proves my point. Tony Khan is a cokehead.
But here's the thing.
You read all of that, and that right there was proof of a cokehead's madness. What you said with the press release and everything that it's supposed to be. Yeah, because that's what you got. That's coke fueled. I'm trying to tell you. I know my cokeheads. I'm from Baltimore in the 80s. In the 90s. I know my cokeheads.
He's about to say the 80s and the 90s. Yep, he's got a point there.
And this is why this show will never get monetized. Even if I wanted to edit this at the best, never make it money on it. This is why we have to go to Rumble.
look, well, I mean, you just have to completely beat me all the way through for the most part. Every so often, you might get a word in.
But I'm trying to pull it up so I can, because I remember them saying it's Britt, Adam, and
I heard Tony's supposed to be on it.
Yeah, Tony is supposed to be a part of it because he was. I saw him.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna catch him doing the line. He gonna come out. He's gonna come up from his desk.
Edit that out.
Nose all white.
No, he's just gonna be like, no, he's not. He's gonna be like, edit that out. Blur it out. Just put a censor. This is why, and you know what? And this is why I will never have a dark match on AEW. We're cracking jokes with it. Hopefully he has a good sense of humor. He doesn't hate me.
That's what I'm hoping for too. That's why I said, if you need my help, buddy, I got you still. You can hire me. I'm here.
That whole thing
I can help you out, bro.
That whole thing with Ariel, I don't know, bro. I don't know if he can take a joke. That whole thing with Ariel.
Man, don't get me started with that.
I don't even want to talk about it because I think it's
like, come on, yo, he a dumbass.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest though. Like, I don't want to seem like an AEW shield, okay? But I do kind of agree with what happened. I'm gonna say what I say because, like, there's no way, Ariel, no way that Vince McMahon is in this much hot water. You bring Triple H on, right? And you say, hey, let's talk about all the stuff that you guys got going on for WWE. Meanwhile, don't pay attention to this thing with Vince, but we'll talk about all the good stuff you guys have going on. And in the moment that stuff happens at All Out, Ariel goes, hey, what can you tell us about the situation, Tony? We're going to talk about just that situation only, Tony. Yeah, I know you have all this cool stuff going on right over here, but I want to talk about this stuff that's going on over here. There's no way. And like, you gotta be.
I'm gonna tell you why. I have it that way.
They probably told Ariel up front to not. Don't ask questions. They probably did say that. Like,
Tony didn't.
And exactly, no. Let's be real. Let's really.
We know Tony didn't.
We know he didn't.
And actually, Ariel already said that he didn't. He's like, he got the phone call from AEW to do the interview for Tony. After he'd been trying to ask, he just gave up, and they hit him up but didn't give him any guidelines. It just said, yeah, he wants to come on the show.
But we
So,
can blame the press team, the AEW press team for that. I can agree.
oh
with
God,
that.
yeah, no, they dropped the
Oh
ball.
yeah, because
Like
I'm pretty
they
sure
do all the
WWE.
time.
I'm pretty sure WWE's press team was like, "Hey, you can ask all the questions you want to Triple H, except anything related to Vince," and I will give that. I will give that. But also, as if someone was like, "Hey, I can't talk about these matters," and you're still trying to dig for that, like an active investigation, and you're like, "Hey, man, can you give me any more details?" Like, does anybody? Okay, not that this show is political, right? But the thing that's happened in Georgia, right? That woman who's going off, doing all this stuff about the indictments, like, come on, man. Like, she shouldn't be saying anything either. And that's the same thing. It's an active thing. Like, he cannot talk about it. So find another subject to talk about with AEW. Don't just let's talk about the fight between Punk and the Elite. Like, come on.
Yeah, but he
man.
still didn't have to
Like,
make the tweets though, and then
he
shit
didn't
on
have to make the
Shivani
tweet.
at the same time.
That's 100.
And shit on your own dude. You shit on your own
100%.
mans.
I
You
100%
shit
agree
on
with that.
You basically was like, hey, well, I think you're shit, so I'm comparing you to the bullshit that I hired.
He was like, you're a fake
then,
reporter like Shivani. Like, come on, man.
But
That's
the
not
problem
fair.
is, Shivani, is a well-renowned journalist in Atlanta. Man, was
you know
on the
what's
radio
crazy?
doing the sport. Like, shut up! Like, that's not even true. Like, what? Shivani's not even trash journalist. So, like, that's
Like, and I
still-
think, okay, and I'll be fair. I think he threw it on Shivani because he knows that Shivani will just take it on a chin and just keep it moving, right? Because I know one person that he definitely wouldn't have said that about. There's no way in hell that he would have been like, hey, Ariel, I think you're a fake reporter like Renee. Because at that point, Moxley is walking in that office and beating somebody's ass. Like,
well, of course he does. Of course, he picks the one that's not going to do anything.
Of all the people, but of all the people, like, I was like, all right, yeah, I guess. I mean, that works that way. But, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm glad you threw it on Shivani because Shivani is like, he's obviously been around for a while. He kind of understands the game. He's just like, all right, man, you're going to say this, whatever.
Yeah, I would have been punching Tony in the face.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you shitting on my name, bro. I know you pay me, but you shitting on my name, my dude.
Okay, so
Like, I've been doing this longer than you've been pretending to do this.
That's funny.
Like, what the fuck, bro? All right, I'm done. I got
of the for the who's going to be on the what you call this AEW All Access series. So Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Sammy Guevara, Tay Conti, the Young Bucks, Saraya, Wardlow, and Eddie Kingston.
Total Divas 2.0.
Yeah, I definitely with Tay Conti and Sammy Guevara, it definitely gave me Total Divas.
Oh no, Saraya, yeah.
I would rather than. I'm okay with looking. Look, I'll give it this. I'm okay with getting in Eddie Kingston's life. I'm cool with that. I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind knowing about the about Britt and Adam's life either. I don't give a crap about Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti. I don't.
They have a podcast for that, or they have the vlog.
Yeah.
Right.
He ended the vlog actually.
No, he brought it back.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, because they went away, right? And then just recently an episode came out. I think it was like last week. I think it was last week. It came back and was like, and the blog has returned.
Well, then, yeah, they got the vlog for that.
There you go.
I really don't give two craps about Matt and Nick Jackson.
Oh, I definitely don't give a fuck what they're doing.
Saraya's life has bothered me ever since Total Divas.
Yeah, that poor girl.
And I'm all for looking into Eddie Kingston's life. We all know my adoration for Eddie Kingston.
Take away everybody but those three.
That's you got a damn good reality show for me.
Yeah.
You got a real good reality show for me. I'll catch it. I'll make sure I DVR it.
I might even watch it.
To be honest, though,
I will watch it. Yeah,
split it. Give him two different shows. Like, I would love to see like Eddie Kingston versus the World, and then like I don't know, you call it like Cole and Britt, baby. Like, I don't care what the name of the show is, but get those two separately. Like, bro, I'm in with that too. Like, I'm in with this show,
That'd be
obviously,
dope.
but I would also be in with like because Eddie Kingston like always seems like he wants to just fight everybody in the world. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun to see, and then like just see Adam Cole and Britt do their own thing. Like, you don't have to put them all together. Just give me two separate shows. Roads to the top. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Anyway,
but
this
see,
is that-
Tony ain't about that. We
that
look,
one,
we
man,
already know.
I like Roads to the Top.
I do like Roads to the top.
That wasn't bad. All right.
No, it actually was a pretty good show. I thought I enjoyed it. Actually,
Yeah, it was cool. All right, this or that. What you got for me, Cliff?
All right, man. So we're gonna talk about this or that, and I want to go. It was funny because like I didn't have one all the way up until just recently. So I want to talk about reality shows, right? So, this or that. We're gonna go with Rose to the Top versus Ms. and Mrs.
oh,
Oh, Miz and Mrs.
oh,
Bro, Miz and Maurice are funny.
yo,
And,
dude, they're fucking hilarious.
and like what you call it? Their mom is it JoJo? Is her mom's?
Yeah,
Bruh, that's a lady that I listen. I love to have a couple drinks with that lady. Like she sounds like a dope person and a fun person to be around. Like she's hilarious. So nah, Ms. and Mrs. That's not fair. Rose to the Top only had one season, and then Cody said deuces.
he really did.
That's not fair. I feel like if we had, and we got like what 4 seasons now of Ms. and Mrs.
They've been killing
Yeah.
it.
And it's like, bro, no, you can't do that one. Give me something different. You gotta.
Well,
You
I'm
can't-
gonna be honest. I kind of the way Roads to the Top like was going. I was like,
Oh well, I
like
mean,
this show a lot more. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get what you're. Yes,
That's why that's the way the sense I was thinking about this question. But I do understand like if we were to go overall, I would definitely have to go Ms. and Mrs.
Yeah,
Like, it
man,
doesn't make
I
sense.
can't.
But I'm
But
like,
for what the shows are,
yeah,
And I will go Rose to the Top. I still will that because Ms. and Mrs. is just a bunch of wacky nonsense and just their lives. Whereas
which is a
Rose-
bunch
yeah.
of wacky nonsense.
exactly. Where Rose to the Top, I got it felt I got more substance of who like Brandy and Cody and like their actual families and their
Yeah.
actual lives of how okay, I'm a wrestler, but I'm also EVP. I'm pregnant, and now I also want to get back in the ring, and I'm also this. I got that instead of just
and
hey,
then we got
it's
the
our
behind
life.
the scenes for like the training school.
Right. So like it was I got more of that than I got of oh, this is our life and let's do some crazy shenanigans. You know?
Well, see, I'm still gonna go with Ms. and Mrs. because they kind of did that in the first season, and so now it's kind of just evolved into the, like, I guess they're kind of normal everyday life,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
what they call normal everyday life. So,
Their
like, it
antics.
still has substance, though. Yeah, it still has substance. Like you still get to see their bond as a family
Right, yeah.
and how they are as people and like what they do on their day to day.
Mhm.
And it's a little different because you don't have Maurice, who's constantly involved in the business. She used to be
Right.
involved in the business, so you kind of get to see what she does outside of it, on the
Oh,
outside,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
looking in. So it's kind of cool where you have Miz, who's like
In there.
head first in the trenches. So I don't know. Like both of them are really good. They both have really good substance. It's two different worlds that was going on. You know, you got to see a little bit about what, you know, kind of what Cody was doing in AEW and then, you know, Miz and WWE. So it's, yeah, I'm still going to go with Miz and Mrs. though. I might be being biased though.
I mean, that's fine though. And it's not really about us, but it's about you guys out there. So you need to vote in our Spotify question. You know, just go out there and just put it in there. Like, which show did you like better, Rose to the Top or Ms. and Mrs.? Like, and if you still currently watch, let us know what your favorite segments were or favorite things that happened on either one of the shows. Because obviously we know Rose to the Top is canceled, right? We get that. But if you had a favorite episode or favorite thing that happened on either one of those shows, let us know. Because I got to be honest, there was, I don't know, set of twins that happened to be on that show that we definitely know that was on Road to the Top. So
It's true.
You know, it would be hilarious if like that show was still going on with him in WWE. Like followed him during the transition. That would have been great.
You know,
right.
That would have been great. Come on, you tell me
It
that
would-
would have not
it
been.
would've
That would have been cool as fuck.
I feel like
And not even to be disrespectful either.
No, I
Like
feel
I'm
like
talking
they
about
probably-
legit.
Yeah, like, they probably couldn't because of legal reasons.
Yeah, but that would have been dope as fuck.
That would
Just
be,
because, and I don't think it would have hurt either company
No,
to do it.
No.
I think it would have just been like, wow, that's pretty fucking dope. And then to still see him kind of interact with some of his friends from AEW, it just would be a complete inside look on both sides of the companies and the business as a whole.
Yeah.
That would have made it super dope. And then, yeah, I definitely would have been picking that. Oh, look at the Mormons.
All right. So on that
Oh,
note,
sorry.
if you went to the end of the episode, my Xbox users, you get an achievement. For my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. Bing. Platinum trophy. If you have not already done so, make sure you follow us on your favorite social media.
Okay, they were just staring at me like
Okay.
I'm an exotic animal.
We're not gonna.
He's like,
Bro, I'm being like seriously, they were breaking their necks as they were walking past. Like, oh my god, that's a black guy.
and he's talking in his car to himself.
I know.
The cocaine is real.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm Chaz. These are my crazy friends. And just, you know what? Take a break this week. Come back.
Take a break. Take a break.
Don't listen to another episode. Just take a break. Come back. We'll see y'all next week.
He's like, welcome
Don't follow
to
me.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. I felt like this entity.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, yeah, it was too. See, look, real quick though. I don't know. It's weird. The men don't know what to say to me around here or how to hold a conversation, and the women look like they're afraid to talk to me, but they want to talk to me. It's weird. It is really weird.
Get off the air, Cliff. Get us off the air.
Be like, it's Black History Month. Just ask your question.
He